Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Bitcoin report for Friday, March 25th. And just to let you know that the next video would normally be on the Monday, Australian time, but I need to go to the fracture clinic for my collarbone. So I'll be doing this video on Saturday morning, my time, so the end of the New York session, depending on where you are on the big ball. So look, if there was going to be a downside to this crypto market, then it would probably still look like a triangle pattern here for, well, Ethereum, and much the same for the Bitcoin as well here. So this can still play out as a top being in play here, and this would also line up with the US market. So let me just have a look at them. So this is the S&P 500 here on a 3-day chart. Nothing special about that. The important thing to view here is that, well, I do have a bearish count, which is this one, and I do have a bullish count as well. Now, we know that the 4,500 through here is a bit of a line in the sand. The 4550, this is actually, is also the 61.8% from that high to that low here. Now the crypto markets have lifted off their low at the same time, so we can kind of feel that they're moving together a little bit as asset classes. So if this is right here with an A and a B and a C and 5 waves up here for B, and then it's going to move down for another leg, then it's a good chance that the crypto could do that as well. I mean, of course, we're also looking on a bullish count here for this market as well, which we can also do the same for the crypto market. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here. So what we need to do is, when this tops out here, we just need to give it a little bit of time to see what pattern that we get after that. If we get a corrective bullish pattern, we'll know where to go long, and if not, we'll know where to go short. So this is how that is playing out. So this move up from this low up to here, we're looking at that in 5 waves. So let's just take a look at that. So just keeping it simple here, this is the shortest possible route to having a top in place. Well, actually not this one, it will be, we'll come back to this one in a second, this one here. So this is the shortest route to the top. So first of all, the blue line is the 61.8% retracement level, and we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So getting ready to top out in this space. There is, depending on how you count this, we can look at it slightly differently with an extra high here. So instead of having this wave 5 here, that will be over here. As such, we'll look at that now. So it's just going to take a little bit, take an extra session to sort it out, so we can have, wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and then wave 5 here. So that would be a little, then we either come down for that point here, or we have an A, B, C pattern here, and then we move up again. So this will be the same for crypto as well. So we kind of got to move through this space to a point where the market can mature and we can see what's going on with it. So we'll have a blind spot once we get to this top here, we'll have a blind spot from this point until we can go long or until we can go short. Okay, so that's going to be the essence of the problem in this space here. But I think that all said and done, the market's not going to run off that far in either direction. So we're not going to miss much. I think it's good that we'll just allow it to mature. So this is the sort of thing that we need to go through with these markets as well. So as a triangle pattern here on the A, B, C, D and E here, it'll be this one here that will be able to recognize, this leg here that will recognize what's going on here. So as an A wave and a B wave here, I was looking at it in terms of 1 and 2 here, and then 5 waves up here for 3 and 4 here, and then the extension in wave 5 of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So it still needs to play out here, and then even when it tops and turns, we need to get into it at that point. So that would be the bearish side of the market. It's just a bigger triangle pattern playing out. And let's just think what I've got here for a moment. Let me just think about this. That's the, well, on the bullish side, we've got this one here. We've got two bullish counts. So we've got the triangle pattern, as you know. I mean, not just the little triangle pattern in here, which looks good as a triangle too, doesn't it? But a bigger triangle in terms of an A, B, C, D, and E here. So if this market just, you know, continues to move up here, then we've either got this triangle pattern occurring, or we've got where's that other count? Let me think. It's probably on this one here. Yeah, so this here in a nutshell, looking at it as a more bullish count, and this bullish count can also have wave 2 sitting here for this. We could also look at this as wave 1 and back for 2 here as well. So there's a couple of ways we can view this. It doesn't really matter at this point, but you know, let's just assume for a moment, or let's just consider that if the market went to the 50,000, then we've either got the triangle pattern, or we've got this particular pattern. So on the 5,000 tick chart, I think it is. So we're just keeping an eye on things. So basically this is a better fit here for this count. So we've got 1 and 2 here, then 1 and 2. I'm ignoring the spike because it came back into the same lane here as 1 and 2. You could always view it as a B wave and a C wave anyway, but 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, 5 for the third wave. A nice looking fourth wave being sort of complicated, and the fifth wave here for 1, ABC for 2 here. And then I'm looking at this as 1 and 2 here. Then I'm looking, and we're impulsing to the upside here. So this will just continue to take us further. So this is more of the bullish count towards the upside in all of this. So we just got to see how it goes on that side of it. And let's see. Let me just check here. Okay, so the other one is it on this one, 2K? We talked about going long here yesterday somewhere too, with the classic trading levels pattern here, so that would have been the trade at that point for that, but it doesn't really matter at this point. We're just 5 is the next level up here. So this is we just get a bit more data in here for this. Okay, even more. So that's that triangle pattern again. So we're back there for that. Okay, so this is the triangle pattern here. Sorry about that. So it's looking basically for considering this one down here as wave C. So we've got the A, B, C, and then we're going up for the D wave here, and then the E wave here. So it looks promising. Look, to be honest, you know, you can configure this in different ways. You could put the X wave over here for this as well. You could even put it here actually as well. So it doesn't kind of matter at this point. It will come out in the wash. I've just got it here because I've got a W and then an X here and then an A and a B and then going for a C wave up here, counting 5 waves as we go here. It didn't look too good at the beginning of when all this started, but as it's been progressing, it's looking a little bit better. Yeah, we talked about going long in there yesterday on. Well, we always go long on top of group 1 anyway, you know, number 3 there. So yeah, so this is looking okay, you know. I mean, if it's going to fail, it's likely to fail at the 45. But when I say you don't have to jump too quick either, because you know when it gets here, what we're looking for here is a classic trading levels pattern to play out across here for this, you know, and then push up. But if it's going to fail, then it would fail from that point there. But getting support back on here would take us higher at that stage. So yeah, I mean, it's looking quite good. So yeah, that's it really. Just thinking if you can configure this any differently here. I mean, it's quite sort of impulsive at this point. That's why I had wave 2 on here as wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2. A long shot, I grant you that. A lot of Elliott people would sort of roll their eyes at that. Yeah, so the X wave is probably better off, well, either here or over here in that case for this. Unless we lose A, B, C, D, E, no. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah, you can put that in there as a triangle pattern for that. As an A, B, C, D, E here, that fits. That would change this dynamic as well here then. So this would be needed to be viewed here in some other format. Actually, I'm just going to leave that back there. I'm just going to copy that. So this would still need to come up there in 3 waves. So we'll just keep an eye on that. That's all good. And then I also just want to put this back over here. Yeah, so that means from this X here to this Y up here, we'll need 3 waves to the upside. We could look at wave 1 here as the A wave, and wave 2 here is the B wave, and then count 5 waves up that point. It would be nice if we hit on that. Just checking on that thing. Sorry about that. Just yeah. So anyway, let's just see how we climb and see what it looks like over here. I mean, this whole correction is because of this 50,000 here, you know. So if we are in a bullish market, it doesn't matter if it's in a triangle or something else. What will occur is that it will eventually reach there. It will do something like this here, and then if it finds that support on here, then there'll be no looking back at that point. And this E wave, you could drag it over to here, and you could probably put that there. You could probably even look at this as normal here, as 1 and 2 over here. So there's not a lot of difference between the impulse wave and the triangle pattern actually ending, you know. All we need to do really is get rid of the bearish triangle pattern that we've been talking about, you know, in here. So we really want to get a nice clean breach of that, of this, you know. We want to sort of get the market up here somewhere. That's what we're really looking for. Like eliminating this bearish triangle pattern is key, you know. But I can't just chuck it out yet. I wanted to throw it out before when this got breached at this point here, but I have to run it further in line with the S&P 500 because they're all moving off the low at the same time. You know, they're all tuning into each other. So I've got to get rid of the bearish count on the S&P as well. So yeah, let's just continue to work this, and yeah. But anyway, the next trade would go on to the 45 here for that. But you definitely need a classic trading levels pattern for that to occur at that level. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.